Making bread is the most satisfying thing and possibly a person can do. First of all, you get the smell of that bread fresh baking in your house. Then you get to eat it. Today we're going to do some home-baked bread. We're going to talk about what it takes to make bread. Each step and the final outcome. Will it be bread or brick? What I got here is water that's got sugar that's been melted in it, and it's set at 108 degrees. I had it set at 115 when I first started, but as you know, it will drop in temperature. I have here beautiful half an ounce of yeast. I'm going to dump that in my water. We're going to stir this. Oops. Hopefully keeping the water in there at all times. I got to stir this a little bit better. So let's go over here. Let's grab one of our special utensils. And with this, I'm going to whip it into submission. Get all that pieces broke down so it can do what it's meant to do. And yeast. That looks good. Nice milky looking. We're going to let that set as it proofs. As it proofs, it will get bubbles like that, but more. And it'll be different looking bubbles too. That means that the yeast is working and it'll make you bread. And there's the recipe. 6.5 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, half an ounce of yeast, and 2.5 cups of water with the temperature between 105 and 115 degrees. And that's why I'm bringing it up to 115 degrees, because it will drop. Now this is a little tech trip. This is a 1 cup container. I need 1/2 cup of flour. What do I do? Without having to get another piece of utensil dirty, I take this and see how it goes there. It's not there yet. That is under. Almost. When it goes to the back corner and the tip evenly, I have 1/2 cup of flour. And that's how you do it. Now this is what you call proofing. As you can see, we got proof. It's good. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add some of this to the flour, but I'm not going to add all of it, just some of it. And then you turn it on slow and mix it. And I'll add some more and we'll mix it. Then as it mixes, I will turn up the speed unless it's kicking out too much flour. I'll add some more. Actually, I'm going to add it all. And there we got it going. And we will watch this as it turns. It gets mix together as I smell the yeast and the flour mixing together. I can smell that. You can see it there. It's sticking somewhat to the walls and not bunched up together, which means we're not quite there yet. As you see, it's starting to bunch up and it's not sticking on the wall. We're right about where it should be. I'm going to kick it on a little bit higher. See that? It's together. It's bunched together. It's not sticking. We're going to take it out and take a look at it. Now this part should be sticky, but not too sticky, not wet. That kind of in between everything else. Now that we got it there, I'm going to do 1 little cup of nuts, walnuts, and 1 little cup of sunflower seeds. I'll lock it. I'm going to go slow. Because now what we need to do is more like well, we're kneading it now. Building up gluten, which makes it a firmer bread. And then you have the yeast in there that'll make it soft on the inside. Let's take a look at this now. We've got seeds. Let's get focused there. We got seeds in there. Nuts in there. Mixed well. So I'm going to fight with this. Okay. Hang on a sec. Watch this. We're going to take this, much easier with 2 hands, pull this out, and now we're going to be doing this with the hands. We're getting all these seeds involved. We're going to push, fold and push, fold and push. This bread is really firm, which is great. You want it to be firm. Now I'm going to work it into the ball. What nuts don't make it in there don't get to be in there. They don't want to join the party. That just means we have enough nuts in there. I got that into a nice ball. I'm going to place it in a bread bowl. I got it sprayed, floured. I put that in there. And now I take a towel, cover it up, and we're going to let it sit and rise. Okay, here the bread has risen. It has arisen. And what I'm going to do is going to push it down a little. Then we take it out, and it's nice and warm. I'm going to do what I did before and do a little folding. After that, I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it in half to make 2 loaves. See how the nuts have gotten in there? That'll be throughout the bread. And we're going to roll, form it. Get it to nice form. Place it in the pan like such. And I'm going to cover it again, and we're going to raise it again before we throw it in the oven. So let's check this and see what it looks like. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. Looking good. So we're going to stick this in the oven for 35 minutes at 375 degrees. And when it's done, we should have bread. And that means it's done. As we begin to look, and we pull it out to see the nice browning on top. Ooh, the smell. Oh, the smell. Oh. The smell of bread wafting through the air. The reason I made this is because this is the same type of bread my grandmother used to make. She'd make this bread, and then she would roast some nice, caribou, antelope, slice it nice and thin, and make us sandwiches with it. It's also good just toasted with a little bit of butter. You got the walnuts and the sunflower seeds in it. Delicious. And let's see. We'll wait about 15 minutes. And then we'll cut into it and see what it looks like. So here we go. We're going to cut in this bread with the proper tool. No. The proper tool. Anyway. So we're going to cut into this. Oh, the crusty outside. And look at that inside. Just begging to be eaten. I would eat this right in front of you, but you know what? That would just be rude. See how that butter spreads on there? Let's put some butter on there. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, that is how you make nutted bread, old-fashioned style, just like Grandma used to make.